Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Calcio Press. Yes, I'm back again to talk about football, especially for teams in Italy. The big one for this week has been the Champions League game that was played between AC Milan and Tottenham. Yes, there were other games that were played in the Conference League and as well as the Europa League for teams like Juventus and Roma, and also Fiorentina and Lazio in the Conference League. But I think the highlight of the week was AC Milan making it through to the next phase of the Champions League after 10 years being in the dark when it comes to the Champions League competition. Wow, what a special night it was for AC Milan, seeing the players celebrate and fans, everyone jubilating to the passage of AC Milan into the next round of the Champions League. Well deserved for AC Milan, and then kudos to the management, the staff. We want to talk about the coach, Pioli, the owners, Elliott, how they moved before becoming to Cardinal. I think Elliot has done an amazing job in setting the structure and setting the the team for success. Yes, it's been a successful time for AC Milan. It's been years of growth from from making it to the Champions League as well as winning the league, and now seeing them in the later stages of the Champions League. I think a lot of praise should be given to the management. Maldini, Gazidis, what he has done in the past, setting the foundation, and then Maldini following through the path. And then for Pioli, what he has done too is also an amazing job. He needs to be a lot of praise to be given to Pioli. Pioli has steadily improved this side, has brought in and tried to make a team, form the team of young and interesting players like Tio Hernandez, Liao, as well as the defenders like Kalulu, Tomori, and then the new addition Tiao. We also want to look at the goalkeeper, Magnan, Tonali. A lot of positive thing about AC Milan. I think this is just like the beginning of for AC Milan. A lot of extraordinary things they've done in the past, and a lot of extraordinary things they're still going to do. I think right now the extraordinary things for AC Milan is beginning to feel like the normal because AC Milan are becoming used to surprise everyone. It's no more like a surprise again. We're having a lot of good things for AC Milan. More congratulations should be given to the AC Milan side for real. Yeah, I'll also be talking about Juventus and Roma in the conference, the Europa League. I think it's been a positive one for Roma, for Mourinho especially. Yeah, it is not a coincidence when everyone call Mourinho the special one. He has been special with Roma. He has improved the Roma side, looking at Roma competing for the top four positions in the league, and as well having won the Conference League last season, and then this season, you're also like still in the later part of the Europa League competition. You want to say Mourinho has been really amazing and immense for the progress of Roma. I think he even made a quote this week saying like he only have a Belotti in his bench. If he can only get a Mane or a Sane or a Gnabry, then he's going to do wonders with Roma. And yes, for real, we look at other top teams in Europe like Bayern and the rest having a lot of strong bench players like Mane and Sane and Gnabry sitting on the bench. You want to feel like for Italian teams having having not having a lot of resources and still able to achieve this feat, seeing the teams performing so well in all these European top competitions. You want to give kudos to the coaches like Mourinho, like Pioli. Also for Juventus, yes, they've been consistent when it comes to the Europa League. Yes, they might have gone out of the Champions League, but you see the steady progress of Juventus in the Europa League. They won a lot of games. Yes, thanks to the Argentine maestro Angel Di Maria. Di Maria have been positive this season. He has been the one carrying the Juventus side. Yeah, also with the support and help from players like Kostic. I think the Juventus team as I said in the past, on their day, they are a strong and a formidable side. But this season has been a kind of inconsistent season for them with lots of injuries to some of the key players like Chiesa. It's been hard for Juventus, but overall, seeing Juventus still compete in the Europa League is something positive for the management of Juventus and fans of Juventus. There's still something up for grab for the fans and for Allegri. There's been a lot of mixed feeling with Allegri being in charge of the manager of Juventus. In fact, this week there was rumor of Allegri contract being extended by the management. A lot of mixed feelings. People feeling like Allegri time with Juventus is over. The people feeling like he should step aside next season for a new coach like Zidane. But I think in Italy there's a culture of rewarding loyalty and sacrifice, and I feel Allegri has sacrificed a lot when it comes to Juventus. When you think back to all that has happened all through the season with the scandals, with the points deduction, seeing the team still go as far as the later stage of the Europa League, and then still fighting for the top four position. I think Allegri has done well enough to retain his position, even though you want to feel like there should be improvement for Juventus, improvement to how they perform in the league. Juventus, as we all know, should be one of the top side performing for Italy in the league, and also in the Champions League. I think maybe we could see the best of Juventus next season with players like Pogba and Chiesa back in healthy condition. Also, looking at the Conference League for teams like Fiorentina and Lazio. For Fiorentina, it was a positive result for them, winning at home against Sivasspor. And then for Lazio, which was one of the negative results for the Italian team. Yes, as always with Lazio, there's always an consistency in performance for Lazio. They win the big games, and then they drop their guard, they lower their guard in some games. But we still feel like Lazio still got a chance of making it through to the next round, as well as Fiorentina, who is in a good vein of form right now, continuing with the positive result they had on the weekend, beating AC Milan as well as winning the game, the first leg against Sivasspor. I think Fiorentina is they're also having an inconsistent season. I don't know what's happening with teams in Italy and how they perform this season. They've been inconsistent in the league, but as always, they've been bringing a lot of smile to the faces of fans of the Italian football. They've been having a good run of results in the Europa leagues, and it's been a good one for Italian teams when it comes to the European competition. In general, I think the Italian team have really done well when it comes to the European competition, and I feel if if they continue in this vein, we could still be seeing a lot of good things to talk about when it comes to Italian teams performing in Europe. Also, top teams like AC Milan playing against Salernitana, and then we're looking at Juventus playing against Sampdoria. For AC Milan, I feel AC Milan, with the form they are in, I see them going through and getting the 3 point against Salernitana, who are struggling. Although they have a new coach who has tried to raise the bar when it comes to performance. Also for Juventus, playing at home against Sampdoria, you always want to feel like they have it all figured out. Although Juventus, they also been having an inconsistent season, but we always feel like they have the victory in charge for them. For Roma and Napoli, for Napoli, they have one of the top fixtures of the week against Atalanta. But Napoli, they have the Champions League game coming up next week. You might not see the best of Napoli, but as always, Napoli playing at home with the fans. I feel they'll see how what it takes to get the 3 point. Atlanta not in a good vein of form right now. So you might just want to think Napoli is going to have that victory when it comes to the fixture. And also for Inter Milan, they had an early kickoff today, this morning, and then they got the loss against Spezia. Yeah, you might say they have the Champions League at the back of their mind going into the fixture. But overall, I think Inter Milan in the league, they've performed so poorly, having lost 8 games in the league this season. A lot of questions will begin to be asked about Inzaghi's position when it comes to next season. I feel Inzaghi has not delivered. Looking at the caliber and quality of players Inter possess, I think they should be doing way better than what they're doing right now. But of course, they are still in the Champions League, the big competition. We all want to see Inter do well. And I'll be talking about the Champions League games and what it means for teams like Napoli and Inter Milan. But in general, the weekend fixtures are fixtures for teams who are fighting for the top four position, seeing who wants it more and who's enthusiastic about making it to the top four. It's always every weekend as from now till the end of the season is going to be like a competition for the top four places for teams like AC Milan, Inter Milan, Lazio, for teams like Roma. I think the top four positions is still up for grabs for them, as well as the European competitions. In general, it's a good time of football for every Italian Serie A fans and lovers. I think we all want to see the best of football when it comes to Italian teams. I'll be ending it all for now. If you like the video, I want you to like, share, and subscribe with friends. Until next time, have a good time and bye for now.